Just a warning for this video, at the very start there's some swearing, mainly the F word, so if that's not your thing, I wouldn't watch this bike talk. Sorry about that. Peace. Enjoy the video. So today I wanted to start out with something a little different for bike talks. This is postmodern free write, and something I wrote in high school. Fuck! What am I doing? What the heck am I doing? What are you fucking doing? You could end up homeless. Oh crap. One sec, the page is... You could end up fucking homeless on the streets eating at soup kitchens. Fuck. What am I doing? Life is messed up, man. Does most everybody actually have a job they have to go to every day? What the fuck? Yeah, fuck jobs. Why the heck do people spend their fucking lives working to make money to live a shitty ass life? Fuck! Exclamation point 3 times. If I don't go to college, I'm actually gonna have to make money. Screw money. Why the heck am I alive? Will people just give me their fucking money so I can live without having to fucking worry about anything? Patreon? What the heck, dude? You can't just ask people for money. What about fucking graduation presents? What the fuck, dude? People aren't just gonna give you handouts. Why not? Why am I alive? What the heck? What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, that's some coarse language. Mainly just one word, but thank you to Past Me for writing that down. Now, I want to talk about the existential vacuum and trying to solve that, figure that out. So, in essence, what Viktor Frankl says is that every man is irreplaceable, and the meaning in his life cannot be fulfilled by another man. I forget what this philosopher's name is, but he wrote a story. It's like 3 pages long, and this man sits at a door. There's a scary man at the door, so this guy doesn't go through because he's like, oh, he's scary. And so the man just sits there at the door, not going through his whole life. Then, with his last few breaths, he asks the scary man, what was beyond the door? And the scary man says, that was for you to figure out. No one else can. And he keeps the door closed, throws away the key or whatever, so nobody can ever go through that door. The story is something along those lines. I may have changed it a little bit, unintentionally, but basically, every man's purpose can only be fulfilled by that man. Now, I was thinking, this can be shown in It's a Wonderful Life, you know, that Christmas time movie, when the angel, Clarence or something, he gives the dude a chance to see what the town would be like without him. What he realizes is that if he wasn't there, the town he lived in would be terrible. It would be overrun by prostitutes and bars and... Anyways, so that is how George from It's a Wonderful Life was irreplaceable, even though he thought his life was worthless. So, if you're feeling down, like suicidal, realize that if you commit suicide, you won't be giving yourself the chance to figure out what your life's about. You're just giving up, basically. Now, that may seem like the right thing to do, but giving up means that you give up the chance to figure out what your life was about. Because, say if you persevered through the hardship that was causing you those thoughts, then you might find meaning in your life. And hey, if you don't, you persevered through that hardship and it's like, that was your suffering to bear. There's a time after high school where suicide was like front of my mind. Like, what the heck? Why am I here? Why not just kill myself? Why not just end it all? Like, there's no point in enduring all this. Do not end your life. Okay, one problem with today is that to have a good mind, to have good mental hygiene, you have to have a mind at homeostasis or whatever, like at balance. And the problem with that, Viktor Frankl says, is there's no tension. Because if there's no tension, why the heck would you change anything? Why wouldn't you just sit around on the couch? The reason tension is there in your mind is because you have a purpose, or you need to find purpose, you need to find meaning. So the tension isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just an alarm to say, hey, wake up. A life with the meaning to survive is not worth living. So if you're just living to survive, like day to day, why would you do that? Because you're gonna die. So surviving you're gonna not survive at some point, is an unattainable goal. Say one more thing. Life is transitory, which means it's like slipping away. Nothing is permanent until you make it so. Viktor Frankl says that the most for sure thing is the past, because things in the past are what they are. Like, they can't change. And that means that if you do something, now it's in the past, it's done. So get things done. And then that's the surest way of living, because you'll have things in your past. Viktor Frankl says that old people have nothing to envy of younger people if they use their time, because all younger people have are a bunch of problems they have to overcome. And old people, they've already overcome their problems if they've lived a good life. So they're not waxing nostalgic over the past. They're content. They don't want to go through the hardships of being young again. Now, I wouldn't know because I'm young still. So I'll tell you in like 40 years. Now, Viktor Frankl has this idea that if you live your life as if you've already lived it once, stop and think and imagine you made the mistake you are about to make in your first life. So say you're going to get some alcohol and you're 19. Now consider how stupid that is. What you could be doing with your time instead. Consider if you did that in your first life and you got caught, or if you didn't get caught and you had some fun time with your friends. Think about the time you wasted. Think about how doing that in your first life can affect this life and make you realize you don't have to do that. There's better things to do with your time. Think about it. Read Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning, because it's really good. My bike talks are going to be less and less about summarizing books, and is going to be more about giving my personal experience, because I can just tell you to read a book and you'll read it, and I don't have to summarize it for you. anyways, I will leave you guys with that.